Mario vs. Sonic. It's a rivalry as old as time itself. Nintendo and Sega trying to one-up each other with their famous mascots was always a cool thing to me. And it always was kind of poetic when Sega dropped out of the console market and started putting their games on Nintendo consoles. And that eventually led to Sonic appearing in more Nintendo games, including a crossover series with Mario himself. So while it's clear that Mario and Sonic are no longer in competition, that sentiment has kind of been ignored recently. These franchises have always coexisted, and if you ask me, they've been in their own bubble, and they both appeal to different markets. So when I see the discourse nowadays surrounding Mario vs. Sonic, I always get confused. I'm not trying to say that friendly competition is a bad thing, but to me, it always seems that a lot of people's determination of whether a Sonic game is successful or not comes from whether it's more successful than Mario's recent game. You've probably seen this image thrown around a few times. It originates from an article saying that Sega wants Sonic to surpass Mario, and naturally, people use this image to weaponize certain points in Sonic discussions. But I think a lot of people haven't actually read this article. The article includes a quote from a Sega executive, which reads, "Simply put, I want to surpass Mario. Sonic is a game that was originally developed to compete with Mario, and it still hasn't achieved that goal. Our goal is to catch up and surpass Mario because we respect Mario. I want people to play it all over the world, including Japan, like Mario, and I want the movie to be a bigger hit than Mario. I would like USJ to create a Sonic area as well. That's our goal for those of us who love Sonic." And yeah, I completely understand how a lot of people can take this and interpret it as Sega saying that they want to be better than Mario, because they do. But the main thing I take away from this is that they make sure to say that they respect Mario, meaning that this goal is not coming from a place of malice. Simply put, they want to see Sonic see the same success as Mario, and possibly even succeed better than Mario. I mean, hell, who wouldn't? That should be a goal of every game studio. So this article is simply stating that they want Sonic to be more successful. That's it. That's literally it. This kind of goes hand in hand with that Sonic Twitter video I made, but people often use this image out of insecurity. They want Sonic to be better, and that's not a bad thing at all, obviously. But a lot of people feel the need to bring down Sonic's success and compare it to other games in order to convey those points. It goes the other way as well. Sonic fans are always in a dick measuring contest with other fandoms. You see it with Mario Kart vs. Crossworld, Superstars vs. Wonder, and even in some cases Frontiers vs. Odyssey. People will often bring other games down to make Sonic look better, when again, I don't think a lot of these comparisons are even fair. Nowadays, these two are in completely different markets, and they're both being handled under completely different circumstances when it comes to the games. Mario is Nintendo exclusive and Sonic is multi-platform. Mario's games are also much slower and simple, while Sonic's are more story-focused and speed-based. So already, Sonic has a considerably different player base just based on that metric alone. Mainline Sonic games also tend to come out way more frequently than Mario. For example, there was an 11-year gap between New Super Mario Bros. U and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, while there was a 6-year gap between Mania and Superstars. There was a 5-year gap between Forces and Frontiers, and we're going on 8 years without a new 3D Mario since Odyssey. And for a while now, we've been getting Sonic games every single year in some capacity. Sonic also spans over much more media than Mario. We have the games, the movies, the comics, the TV shows, all of that. Sure, Mario is now getting his own movies as well, and there were Mario TV shows way back then, but the main appeal of Mario is the games. People see Mario as a video game character. I don't think that's the same for Sonic. Sure, people still look at him as a video game character, but I know many people also see him as just a cartoon character or a movie character. Sonic's recognizability is no longer exclusively tied to his games, and while Mario may be getting there, especially with the huge success of the Mario movie, I don't think he's quite there yet. But my point is, at this point, I don't think Sonic relies on the games for success, especially with the successes of everything surrounding the games. With Mario, I think his series is still entirely grounded in the games. So when recognizing Sonic's successes and failures, I don't personally think it's fair to compare him to Mario. Because while yes, Mario's games are more successful than Sonic's, Sonic has way more brand recognition outside of his games. So what I'm saying is that Sonic could surpass Mario in terms of game quality, but I don't think he can ever directly compete with Mario again because they're in two completely different markets, and they both coexist under completely different circumstances. So I wouldn't be bummed if Sonic Racing Crossworlds doesn't outsell Mario Kart World, because Mario Kart's success says nothing about the quality of Crossworlds and its enjoyment. So yeah, that's it for this one. This is all just my opinion on the entire debate, and if you disagree, that's completely fine. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.